Hey everyone, hope you're having a beautiful day, and I have a story to tell about this leaf, and the story will be about how to practically apply play, tip number 7, and bringing play into your life in the simplest of ways. So this leaf has a very interesting upbringing. It is the first and only leaf to have ever grown off of a car. Okay, and I've kept this leaf with me for many years. It's managed to, being from a car, it's very sturdy and it hasn't broken down. Although it's lost its color, it started out being blue. It is now the only tree to ever grow from a car. Okay. So you're maybe thinking after hearing this story, what are you on about? Is that nonsense? Is there any truth to it? But most of all, I would say 90-95% of what's going on, maybe in your minds and anyone rational person's minds, like that's nonsense. That's a ridiculous story. That's silly. But what I'd like to turn your attention to is this is also an original story. You have the reason it sounds silly and ridiculous is because you have never heard it before, and it is so crazy that it is new to you. And then I'd like you to think, well, what if, like a child, rather than immediately thinking something is false, some story as ridiculous as that is false, they might play with it. And the child might ask, where did the car come from? Was the car blue because the leaf was blue? How did you get the leaf? Of all the people in the world, how did you get it? And so what you can maybe be able to see here is that there are some interesting questions coming up to a seemingly ridiculous story that has no value and no merit. But what's important is that when we let go of our beliefs and begin to allow ourselves to play, we can play in our thinking, we can play in our thoughts, we can play in the way we share things. And when we hear something so silly as, let's say, a child says, "Oh, I was just having tea with an imaginary friend," we indulge them because they believe it to be true. Now, sometimes we may say, "Oh no, don't be silly. There's no such thing as imaginary friends." But in their mind, they sat down at a table and they were having tea with maybe an emperor, a dragon, and a talking caterpillar, and they poured them tea. Now, to them, it's completely real. In the same way, I could believe that this leaf grew from a blue car, and I am the sole owner of the only leaf ever to have grown from a car. Can you play in your thoughts? Can you play with the way you share things? Can you play with other people when they tell you something so seemingly ridiculous that you allow it? You allow yourself to bring humor into that experience. So I hope you enjoyed this tip to play in your mind, play in your thoughts, and play in your life. I hope you have a beautiful day, and the leaf wishes you a beautiful day too. Bye.